Hey guys, it's me, it's Philly Pre. I'm back again with another review. It's a K-drama review, and it's going to be for the Lee Min-ho's drama that's is still on Netflix. It's called The King, Eternal Monarch. It's 16 episodes, again, like I already mentioned, on Netflix. It's very, using my daughter's terminology, a word that she's been using a lot when she's referencing dramas, because she's kind of been watching dramas again. I'm kind of happy that she is. And it's layered, it's definitely layered. A lot of characters, a lot of things going on. You really had to pay attention to detail and what was being said and what was going on, because, you could really like miss something, So it basically was like two parallel worlds. And, you got the Republic of Korea, but the Republic of Korea, which is the sea. And Lee Min-ho's character was Pea, meaning the king of Korea with a C. And his name was Lee Goon, but you don't call the king by his name. And he became the king because his father died when he was like really young because of treason. He almost lost his life, and it was his uncle who actually was the one who did all this to him, killed his father and almost killed him. And long story short, he discovers that there's these two parallel worlds based on what happened when he was saved. When all this happened, somebody came in and, like mass, didn't know who it was, and basically is the reason why he lived. And, as the person was getting away, he like grabbed, just giving you a real quick synopsis, like he grabbed this like badge, and it ended up being a badge of somebody who lives in Korea. And, he grew up, wanting to find this person and not understanding why he couldn't find this person where he lived, but this person lived in another parallel universe. So there's that's the gist of it. So without getting into too many details, because if you're watching this review, maybe you're watching it because you already watched the drama and you're like, she don't need to tell me all that. I know what happened. I watched it. And if you didn't watch it, I'm not going to say too much more just because about like what it's fully about, because hopefully I don't want to get too many spoilers and you'll actually watch it. So I'm going to jump right into what I felt about the drama and what I really liked about it, and, get into that. So I thought the drama had like a little bit of a slow start. It was like a lot to take in. It was like, okay, what the heck is going on? But it was like definitely some action with the treason going on in the beginning. And then it got like confusing. It's like, wait, what's going on? Trying to keep up with the parallel worlds. So the writers really, I feel like, wow, how did they how did they keep up with who's who, what's what, the character, who tied in with who, and what's going on? It was a lot. And, it's funny. I wanted to mention this. I don't know how true this is, but I had heard. So, again, it's hearsay that this particular drama wasn't doing very well as it was airing in Korea. But I kind of got into it. Now, Lee Min-ho was somebody who I've known for a while, as an actor in Korea through other dramas that I've watched since I've been watching him for years. And, he hasn't really done anything, or if he has done anything recently, I didn't watch it. But I know, between military service and, maybe he was on some projects that weren't like being seen where, in America that I didn't have access to or something like that. So for me, this was like his comeback drama for me. I didn't get into researching if it really was his comeback drama. I don't know. I didn't follow him that close enough to know. But I was like, hey, I'm going to give it a shot. One thing I will say, it made me realize, oh, child, Lee Min-ho, like, not that I forgot who you were, I knew who you were, and okay. But, he haven't really been on my radar, and I've gotten into so many other actors and up-and-coming actors, and I've got so many new favorites, and so many I really I swoon over. And I was like, oh, he was like, let me come back and let y'all not forget who I am. So I definitely had some swoon moments with Lee Min-ho playing this character. His the second male lead, who was his like right hand as the king, like his unbreakable sword, him, first of all, he played both roles well, because so many of these characters, the cast had to play like dual roles, like they were playing themselves in each universe. So they had to, and they were different in each universe. He did a great job. If I'm not mistaken, I saw like an article somewhere on like Soompi recently where he's like already being offered a lead role for an upcoming drama. And I'm like, yes. I just hope it's a good drama and not just like, hope the storyline is good. But anyway, he was just absolutely amazing. But I thought slow start, a lot to keep up with. A lot to remember, between the parallel worlds, but it just meant that I really had to focus when I was watching a drama. Because sometimes I watch a drama and I get a little distracted. I like to have a little side conversation, your family walks by, whatever. But this one, it was like, no, like I don't got time. Because if I miss something, I'm missing it, and then it's throwing me off to know who's who and what's what and how somebody is connected. So I felt like you really had to pay attention, and maybe that's why I wasn't doing so good in Korea. I don't know. But it was okay with me. Again, like I said, sort of kind of a slow start. But the turning point for me, now I kept watching it because it was interesting enough to keep watching. Like I didn't like hate it. I didn't, and I was like, okay, every week, get my 2 new episodes. I'll watch it. It was keeping me on my toes, trying to figure out, how's he still alive and who's doing what. So it was keeping my interest. Now, we get to episode 11. I wish I could, I had thought about like videoing it and like incorporating it in this review, but I was like, ain't nobody got time for all that. Y'all know how I am. I don't really have time for the editing and all that nonsense. So, if you watched it, episode 11, towards the end, it's probably like the last, maybe like 10 minutes. She gets kidnapped. His love interest, Lee Min-ho's love interest, from Korea gets kidnapped and sent to Korea, and she escapes with the help of this like little kid that's like kind of integral and like helping create the balance. And I mean, she's a fighter. I love it because she was a fighter, so she wasn't so fragile, damsel in distress. So I love that about her character. And she's exhausted. She has fought. And she's just out of it. So she is trying to find a way to get in touch with Pei, and she thinks of a way to see if it'll work. And this scene at the end, she's like, makes this phone call in this telephone booth, and then she like moves away, and a truck hits the telephone booth, and she's got only so many bullets left in this gun, and all of these men are just coming for her, just like an army of men are like coming for her. And she just stands there, she just like, what am I going to do now? I can't fight all these people. You just see the anguish in her face, and you just see like, I don't know what I'm going to do. This scene just becomes, in my head, this is like an iconic scene now, as far as I'm concerned. And it's like, okay, I can't probably use the word iconic, but this scene is just amazing. The cinematography, the way it was shot, the way, just everything. I was emotional watching this. And then all of a sudden, you see Pei on his white horse, sword drawn, and he's got his right hand with him, and his men are in formation, and they're in their horses, and he's got the rest of the men on foot. He's got his army, and he's like, save her at all costs. She's the future queen. And you know what? But you know what? He's not sending other people to fight his battle. Yes, they're fighting with him, but he's in the front line. His horse is in front. He is leading this battle for his woman. And I'm just over here like, yes, I'm like, I didn't cry, but like my eyes welled up. And then you see the sky, the way the sky gets like this dark. I mean, just everything about it. This scene was beautiful. And he jumps down off the horse, and his coat swings back, and he is taking his sword, and he's just, he's fighting, and he gets to her, and just chills. And then episode 12, it starts off with some other stuff, but then it takes you back, it like leads you back to how he found out where she was and to come save her. And then it gives you just a little bit more of that scene from the ending scene of 11. Oh, and that's when I was like, this drama, that scene right there made this drama the best for me. I was like, and mind you, not that I wasn't enjoying it, but that scene took me over the top. I was like, yes. And yes, that's all I can say. So I keep watching, I'm enjoying it. We get to, episode 13, 14, get to 15, and I'm just like, wow, it's coming to the end. It's only 16 episodes. Episode 16 starts off, and, his right hand, and he's like, listen, he's like, I can't leave you. We're going to fight together. So they come, it's like they go back in time to like redo what happened when the treason happened. And they come in, looking fine, and guns drawn, pop, pop. And I'm not even a gun person. I don't care, but it was just beautiful. It was just like, yes. And I'm thinking, yes, so this drama's going to end just like, yes, top notch. I'm going to love it. It's going to be awesome. And then the way they ended with him and her, well, okay, I understand he had to go through like parallel worlds to keep finding what world she was in. Yeah. I was okay with that. But then with them being together every weekend, but they go to a different like universe, I didn't like that. I was like, y'all wrote this intricate layered drama with this beautiful scene in the end of episode 11, the beginning of episode 12. Episode 16 starts off, the fighting scene, the way it starts, and I'm like, yes. And then that's how y'all ended for the love interest after everything they've been through. They skipping through things, but they got to be careful which portal they go through so that they don't run into their other selves or wearing different clothes. Like, I was just like, really? Really? I wasn't happy with that. I can't, somebody may say, well, what did you want? I just didn't want that. Like, give me something else. I haven't thought about what else I would have wanted, but that wasn't it. And I felt like the writers at that point, y'all had made me feel like, yes, y'all doing so good. And this is what y'all give me? Give me more. I want more. That wasn't enough. I don't like it. But anyway, I'm going to end it now. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. If you aren't ready to subscribe. I wanted to give episode end of 11, beginning of 12. It was so good. Episode 16, the beginning. I was like, I'm giving this 5 stars. Yes, I am. But now I'm not, because y'all done pissed me off with the way y'all ended that with that little, let's travel through portal worlds and be together with each other every weekend. No. So, I'm going to be nice and give you 4 stars, The King, Eternal Monarch. Because I did like the other stuff. So I'll give you 4. But anyway, this is Philly Pre saying until next time, guys. Bye. Remember, The King, Eternal Monarch on Netflix, 16 episodes. And Philly Pre is giving it 4 stars. All right. Bye, guys. Until next time.